Alrighty, guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for some more My Hero Academia, and we will be doing episode 31, and this is my rewatch series. I changed up the intro a little bit, and I don't know why. But yeah, so for you guys that want to know more about the rewatch series and how it works, if you don't know by now, check out the first episode of the first season. I do a big in-depth explanation about it, so please check that out. And then also, just so you guys know, there's no footage in here. You guys need to sync it to whatever footage you guys have, and I will be watching it in subtitled. But since we're syncing it and you're not going to hear any audio, you guys can pick whatever version you guys want, if you guys prefer dubbed or whatever. But yeah, now that that's out of the way, last episode we had the climax to the hero killer fight. And now I think we're going to get some aftermath, if I remember correctly. And then we'll be hopping into, yeah, whatever happens next. I mean, you know, this is a rewatch, so I've seen it before. I kind of know what happens, but I haven't seen these parts in a while, so it will be a little bit fuzzy. The rest of this before all of this is, really when I watched the normies' reactions every week up to where they're at now, at this point. So, you know, I was a little bit refreshed as I was walking through, but I pulled ahead since I do 4 episodes a week to catch up, so yeah. Anyway, guys, let's hop into the episode, shall we? I guess we will be starting in... Well, let me make sure this is all the way down. Yeah, so we're going to start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Nice, and it's very loud. There we go. Alrighty. Reporting in here from the helicopter. This chick, the one that only cares about ratings, she was in front of the school doors, causing issues. No, keep rolling. Haha, I remembered. My eyesight's terrible. I can't believe she was able to see that. I mean, I know it's anime, but... I mean, obviously my eyesight's terrible. I'm wearing glasses. Dead Nomus. Captured Nomus. And barbecued Nomus. Those are expensive. Just breaking all your toys, you man-child. Naughty, naughty. I don't know the words. I don't know. By the way, guys, fun story. If you guys are gamers... Oh, I actually could plug that, too. If you guys are gamers while this intro is going, you can check out my Twitch, twitch.tv/Morthadon. I might put the link in the description. But lately, I've been streaming very late at night, but if you guys want to check out the channel... I used to stream a while ago, and I quit for a while, and then... I'm trying to get back into it a bit with whatever spare time that I have, but you know, I have school and some work, and then I also make these videos, so it's usually only a few hours a night. But I figure I might as well do it. If I'm playing games, I might as well stream. So we'll see. I'm probably gonna try to start streaming like whenever I'm playing a game, even if I think I have to leave in a couple hours. I'll just stream and come back like a few hours later or something and stream again. But we'll see. Sorry. I talked way more about that than I wanted to, because sometimes I ramble. But the intro is now over, so we got through all that. The aftermath of Hero Killer Stain. Yeah, well, you brought down a heinous villain. That is actually pretty incredible. He lost his cool. Yep. I love Gran Torino so much. A visitor! Oof. Midoriya, goddammit. Hmm. Yep. It must be like I don't know if I'd enjoy watching it, but it must be so interesting to see like what the world was like in this transition of quirks becoming the norm, you know? There must have been like panic and everything for a bit, and I really I don't know, like I guess done well, I'd enjoy seeing it, but I feel like it'd be hard to do it well, but obviously, if My Hero gets even bigger than it already is, maybe they'll do a spin-off series of like way back then, who knows. Hmm. Hmm. That was a little bit rough of him to say. I have like a cut on my lip. I don't know how I got it. I think it was actually I had a McFlurry from McDonald's, and I think that plastic spoon they have you eat out of is like a little sharp on the edge when you're trying to like eat the ice cream off that plastic spoon. I think I might have cut my lip a little bit. Yeah, so in the other episode I was talking about this when they talked about the burn marks being caused by Todoroki. Though like it almost looked like they were healed though. So that's like the weird thing. But apparently they weren't. I think they were just drawn very weird, and I think it confused a lot of people. And I'm still not 100% convinced, but a lot of reactors, when I watched this a while ago, talked about how they think that he might have Stain might have a past with Endeavor, and Endeavor burned him like a long time ago, and that's why when Stain saw Endeavor, he was like Endeavor and got like all pissed. But I think Stain just sees him. I think it's as simple as Stain sees Endeavor as a fake hero and wanted to kill him, and then the burns are just from Todoroki's attack, and they were just weirdly animated. But if I'm wrong about any of that, you guys can let me know. But yeah, I like how the Doggo police chief kind of redeemed himself a bit. Although some of the stuff he said was a little harsh. There was a nicer way to say it, but I guess sometimes you have to be harsh to get your point across. Oh, is this where we get the flash of all the different villains? Is this that episode that like come out of the woodwork they talk about a bit, or is that another episode? And I wonder if I can recognize some of them now that I've seen a little bit into the future, maybe some of them I'll be able to recognize, because I know some of them I definitely recognize. But there was some, like, one dude in the woods that I had no idea who it was at first, and I never remembered. But obviously, like, I remember this guy. And yeah, I think this is where we get, like, the flashes. Yeah, this guy in the woods here. I'm gonna try to... I might know who it is. No, yeah, I have no idea who that is. I don't think we saw him. Never mind. And then we saw her. Huh, that's all they showed? Interesting. So yeah, they left one that wasn't even touched on, at least where I left off. Interesting. And I'm trying to be very vague, guys, because just in case someone watched, like, Season 2, and then they came and watched these reactions, but they haven't seen Season 3 yet, I don't want to, like, spoil stuff. Or if they're watching these reactions, like, episode to episode, like, they watch the episode and then check out this reaction, even though I doubt it, because I'm not that popular, and this show isn't that new, so... I figured I'd be safe, just in case. I can't wait to get to unexplored territory, though, catch up to everything else. Poor Bakugo. Best Genist. Yeah, I talked about the whole Bakugo thing before. Oh yeah, that's right. I think this was the only indication they gave us. No, I think they might mention it again later on, but I'm pretty sure they don't actually straight up tell us that that SOS that Midoriya sent out went to, like, all of his friends. Because, you know, we know it went to Todoroki, and when you watch the last episode, you could assume that, like, it was very convenient that he would know that Todoroki's in that area, but it wasn't. He just sent it out to everybody, and Todoroki just happened to be in the area. So... But yeah, I don't think they straight up say that in, like, the last, like, the whole Hero Killer Stain arc. I think they mention it here, and that's, like, the only indication of it. But yeah. Poor Momo. Trying to justify it so much. But they finally get to go on some patrol, so that's good. I love that. God damn it, Midoriya. I have, like... I guess they're in, like, freshman year of high school. I don't know. It's hard to say if I was like that. I've been very introverted all my life, so I never had it, like... I've had awkward experiences just because when I'm talking to people face to face, it's funny because I make videos like this and I talk fine, but talking to people face to face, I'm always very, like, nervous, I guess. I'm not good with other people in real life. So I was always like that in school. I was like the quiet one and stuff, and never I had a few friends that, you know, I'd sit with at lunch and everything and we'd talk, but I never really met new people. Whenever I talked to new people, I always got nervous. So I guess I probably did have some awkward situations like that where I just forgot. I'm like one of those guys at and yeah, it's too bad about, like, honestly, I feel bad for Iida and his messed up arm, but at the same time, I just wanted to get this out here while the scene's going on. I didn't want to like ramble past it and pretend like I didn't care. But also, he kind of deserved it because he went on a revenge path and he learned his lesson. I suppose at least he's alive. That's how I see it anyway. But yeah, and I love Iida's resolve to leave it and not get like the neurotransplant surgery and all that. But yeah, I'm to get back to what I was saying before, I'm definitely one of those guys that had some of those conversations when you're like when someone says like I hope you enjoy your meal at a restaurant, you say you too. I've had stuff like that for sure so many times. And it's funny because I didn't even like confidently like own up to my mess up. I was like, "Oh, wait, no, that sounded wrong." And then try to like fix what I said like very awkwardly. Oh, Todoroki. No, I'm not joking. I'm like the hand crusher. That was good. I love that little scene between them. God damn it, All Might. How does that work? He's getting a pay cut. Does he work? I thought he was retired, unless it's like a pension kind of thing. But I don't really know much about pensions, so maybe it is. Poor Gran Torino. All Might never visits. Hmm. I love like the little downward note spiral. It almost sounds like they do sometimes with the sound effects when they're talking about the villains and stuff, or something bad's about to happen. It really like brings you into the mood of the scene. Yeah, same quality as that symbol of peace thing you have. Yep. A high charisma score will do wonders for you in a D&D match. Mm-hmm. Damn conspiracy theorists. Thinking just because the Nomus showed up, frickin' Stain is a part of them. Damn mob mentality. It's the worst. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh. All for one. It's the first time we hear it. Oh man. Yeah. Gotta tell him everything. Oh, yeah, this little bit. Hmm. Villains were wild and impulsive. I like how in the oh shoot, oh I'm gonna sneeze. Please don't. They in this scene in the dub, they talk about how villains used to always want to take over the world, and I liked when they talked about that. Because it's paying like homage to our superhero shows or comics and stuff like that, where the villains want to take over the world, and like it's funny because this show has villains, but none of them seem to really want to like rule the world like anything that crazy, except for maybe All for One. But yeah, 10 years studying and killing techniques. I love the like spooky like graphic that goes on through this video. It makes me wish there were more horror animes. Midoriya made it on TV. Well, not TV, but YouTube essentially. I get a little bit of chills whenever that video is shown. And that whole scene. It's always epic when you see a guy be so, like so much conviction, I suppose, regardless of whether he's good or evil. Seeing like that much conviction always gives me chills. Okay, so we saw. Yeah, okay. Okay. Shigaraki. What an evil son of a bitch. But yeah. Now we get to watch the outro. Oh, I forgot this is the outro now. I love this outro so much. Just like the whole, I love, I'm a big fan of fantasy settings, like animes that are based in that, and then even, I played a lot of, World of Warcraft and MMORPGs and stuff. Do 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 do. I like Bakugo looking like a damn like barbarian kind of thing, and even has like tattoos and shit. It's really cool. He fits that role so well too. Alrighty, so there's no after credits, right? No, there are not. Okay, so the episode is ending there. Yeah, so that was it was definitely an aftermath episode, but it was very enjoyable. Even as a rewatch, I was worried about this one because I wasn't sure. I think this one and the next one, I wasn't sure how I'd like rewatching. But it was very entertaining. I love seeing the video with about Stain that we saw at the end there again. I love the scene with the whole scene with Gran Torino and All Might, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. Even the hospital part with Midoriya, Iida, and Todoroki was good too. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna be moving on to the next episode right after this. Thanks for watching. And if you are enjoying this stuff, please subscribe to the channel, and you'll be able to see, more videos like this. You can see my actual reactions if you watch any of those shows, like Fairy Tail reincarnated as a slime, Boruto, stuff like that, and more to come in the future as well. And then some of my ones I finished, like Steins Gate and Promised Neverland and stuff. You can check that out as well. And yeah, having a good time making these videos. So you can also check out my description for links to my Patreon if you wish to support me in any way, and my anime list where you can see all the animes I've watched, and my plan to watch, which is where I put shows that I want to watch on the channel. Any comments I get, I take their show and add it to that list, as long as it's not a troll request. But any real requests of shows that I have not seen yet, I add to that list. So feel free to comment if you want, and let me know. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next one, guys. I said guys like 5 times. Guys, 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 guys. Bye!